Hello, organized friends. In today's video, I will be showing you how I'm going to make my March cover inside my prayer journal. Hello, my name is Belinda. I am the founder of Organized and Blessed Mom, and I'm back with another creative idea. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you will know when any video is posted. Now let's start creating this cover for March. Okay friends, today I thought I would show you how I make the covers that I have inside this prayer journal. I've done one for January, and then this is my February one. So let me show you a couple of things that I have here laid out. I kind of have a general idea of what I want to do so that this video doesn't take too long, and I kind of tend to just kind of do the same thing. This formula works for me and I like it, so I'm gonna do it. So this is my prayer journal. I don't share this journal except for this cover, but I wanted to do a cover with you so that you could see the way that I do it and maybe give you some ideas for your journal. So I got my journal here. I have my stamps that I'll be using for the year and also to do the March, and then I have a couple of stickers. I'm thinking of doing these stickers from Paige Evans. I believe this was the Bungalow Lane collection, and I have the corresponding ephemera that goes with that collection. I also have some ephemera here. Well, these are my acrylic blocks, but I have some ephemera that I've picked out specifically that I want to use for my cover, and of course ink. I've selected the page that I want to use, which is this really pretty scrapbook page, and it's from this flowery, what is it called? Pink Parasol Recollections paper pad. So this is a paper pad from Michaels that I bought I think it was last year, and I believe I still have it. So it's really pretty, really pretty paper pad. It's really, I like it because it's pink and I love pink, and to use pink in everything that I do, or a lot of things. So I have here my Easy Runner that I got from Amazon, and then I have a couple of more just cards and things. These are all simple stories. They are a collection I had that goes with March, so we'll see if we use these. I probably will use them just to put them on the left side, but I'll show you here in a minute. So let me get all the stuff collected and we can start. Okay friends, so the idea that I'm gonna do for March is the same thing that I did for February in this journal. I'm gonna lay down some paper and then put some of this ephemera that I've already picked out, and then on this side I'm going to probably pick out something from the simple stories and just put, you know, cards and some decoration. So let me see if I can go ahead and start with what I want to do here. So this is where I am ready to do my March. So I'm just going to put, I usually kind of measure here, and then we can just tear it. That's as simple as that. Let's see, sometimes I kind of go big and sometimes I kind of go small. So I have here something that I want to use already. I want to do like a cluster, and I was thinking probably not this big. I think I was gonna do that, but it's all kind of like now that I look at my little cluster, it seems that it's all squared in. I'm gonna be able to do something like that. So that's my idea, but I do need to put March on top of this as well. So I think I need to go a little bit, let's see, kind of, when I'm doing the paper, I usually don't get really precise. Let's see that. So here I'm just planning out. I kind of have to know how much space. So I think that will work. I'll put my March up here. That's the idea. And then just do a little cluster here at the bottom. And I might do something at the top just so that it's not so bare. I picked out a couple of things here. And some of these, I picked them out, but I won't use them. I'll use the sticker version of it because I don't like to make my journals really bulky. So let's go ahead and do this. Sometimes I also don't want to overthink it. I tend to do that as a creator. I think about it too much and then I don't put it down, and then time passes. That's why I kind of, when I do these process videos, I like to have some kind of a start. So I've already predetermined what I want on this page. Have to have an idea. And like I said before, I am just kind of following what I've done. In previous months. All right. Okay, so that's, I love I love paper because you can cover up a bunch of the page and it not seem so daunting to fill up when you start with some kind of basis. So let me go ahead and then do my March. So I had shown you these stamps in a previous haul video from Scrapbook. I got them from scrapbook.com. They are Catherine Pooler designs, and she has one for every month. I got all the ones that I could get from that were online, and then let me just measure if I can my year. So I am putting 2022. I'm gonna put here just to hold the place. I'm messing here with, well, let's just measure it visually. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna be able to fit. So I'm thinking, I really liked this March, this big March. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do if I want to do the big March, I have to do big March and then year underneath, because I won't be able to do March and the year. I think I can get the year in there, but it'll be real tight. So let me go ahead and do the March stamp. This is the first time I'll be using this March. This one's kind of nice too, but I think this one's just so much bigger, and it will look kind of nicer. All right, here we go. Where are you, March? I am just gonna lay this here. Yes, okay. I'm kind of rubbing it on my arm. You can also do this, especially if it's the first time you use your stamp. You have to kind of prep it. And I'm gonna use this. I like Studio Calico. I think it's Studio Calico, yes. I love their let me see something here, because this is like, let me bring a paperweight. Okay. I'm ready now, because this page was kind of, obviously it doesn't lay flat. So my black ink is a little dry, but I really like it because okay, let me do this and not talk. All right. Amazing, right? All right, I'm gonna clean off my thing here with a wipe. I always like to clean off my stamps right away. I really like the way that looks. It looks beautiful. When I do these kind of videos, it's a little challenging for me, like I was telling you the other day when I did that plan with me, because I want to do it right, and then I want to share what I'm doing. So I'm going to stamp the year now, and I'm going to use, so it looks like I know this thing needs a little bit more ink, but let me see if I can leave some space there for the, maybe I should do the 2020 first, huh? The end. Let's do that. We're just kind of taking you through my process here of creating. So I'm going to put 2022. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so the point that I've learned with these stamps, oh, got some of that stuff in there. Okay, that's fine. You kind of have to be careful to just stamp and not put pressure on the sides, because if you put pressure on the sides, you'll get a little bit of this stuff, but it's okay. So now we'll do 20. I like these I like these blocks that have the lines, because you can just line up your stamp. So you just apply pressure, but not to the sides, because that way you'll get a really good impression like I did there. So I was telling you about these stamps, these inks. I have this ink and I love it because it doesn't it doesn't get on my stamps. I bought some Catherine Pooler inks, and wowzers, those inks are super strong. So be careful when buying your inks because they can be a little strong. Okay, so I got my bases done. We're almost done. Now I'm just gonna bring back and see if the cluster that I have been thinking about will work, and I'm gonna bring in my stickers to see if I want any of these stickers in this. I kind of wanted, since it has a little bit of green, I kind of wanted a green guy here. Maybe we'll have to put that guy up there, or maybe we'll go with the coffee, something like that. Now it's like, oh, like, see how this one is like also a stamp, but it doesn't have the bulk. And then I was looking for a coffee cup, but this one has more blue, and I wanted to stay within the palette that I've chosen. So let me go ahead and go and do this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, take burner back here, hide some, I got some here. Okay, let's see, where do we need you? Now that I got my letters, I can kind of, I wanted to hide that thing too. Okay, and now just my card. And I'm just gonna curve, there we go. And I have a little more stuff here, but it's kind of big. I do like this journal, but then it's all, you see how I see a bunch of squares or rectangles. So that's why I kind of wanted to go with the plant, because it kind of helps it flow a little bit. I don't know, should I do it here? That will, I kind of wanted it clustered together. Okay, let's decide. Just put it down. Okay, I really like this this stamp. Let's try it out. So I kind of would like this right here. I think that will go well. You see how this color is kind of popping up from that color, and it's about the same size as this one, but this one's kind of, it's puffy. And then I do like this cup. So let's go ahead and decide. You know, it would be really cute, but it won't if I do something like that. But see how it's coming off the page? I don't want to cut it, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, I think my page on this side is done. It's very similar to what I did the previous, and now I have this left side that I need to do, and it's real simple. I can put paper and then I can put a card. So I have several cards here, and the one I was thinking that kind of, you know, I'm trying to stay, I'm gonna say no to these because I don't have anything in that color, and this as well. So one of these three is the one that's gonna get picked. I know that this is a different style, or we could look through the collection. Let's see over here, there's something. This one's really cool because I need like something big to anchor this this page over here. So I have these things. I have also a card here, this love, and I think I would do that camera, but this camera, I want to put it in my memory journal. So I do have a couple cards. Let's see. I have a couple cards that came with the collection. 2 blue. I'm kind of trying to stay within the color palette. This is way too close. Almost the same card as that. Let me see. I have this one. This collection is a fall collection. So I don't want that one since we're going into spring. So that one has a little bit of blue. This one green. This one is kind of maybe working. This one kind of works too. This one takes the longest to decide what you're gonna pick. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one because it has the pink, and I kind of want to bring pink onto this side. Now I'm just kind of trying to find other little ephemera, and maybe I can do, that's too close. This one, or this one's really nice, but it's really big. I wish she had another one. Or maybe I could do these leaves. I can maybe do the journal. Let me leave that there. I really like this butterfly. I can't do the house, I already have a house. Okay, what about love? Too big, I think. Okay, I'm trying to do a little cluster, but I don't want it to be too much. Okay, so I think that will work. I think I can go with this card. Let me just trim off the excess here. There's like a little blue that's bothering me. Okay, I'm back. I have also brought in some more guys that may work. I'm trying to see. On this side, I usually don't like to bring in too many things. It's just like an accent, you know? Kind of like that button. But now I feel I have too many. So I do want, what I want to do is bring in a little bit of this green. I think that would be too much green. I do have this little bird. But now I feel, I don't want something on every corner. I just kind of want something at the top and the bottom. Maybe I should switch. There's a lot of dead space. Not dead space, but there's space up here that doesn't need to be shown. And, or maybe I can do a cluster that doesn't touch. Well, it's touching there, huh? So I could do something like that. And that. I really don't like to use these puffy guys. These will just add bulk. So let's see if we have anything here. I'm just looking for something in that color palette. I think this will work instead of this book. But I really like the green. So let's put something down here. Sometimes you kind of have to see it laid out so that you can then make a decision. This doesn't have to be rocket science. I like this. Yeah, I think that will work. What do you think? You know what? I kind of feel that this page needs a little bit more of a little bit of background. So let me get some ink. Okay guys, so I am going to do a little, I got this Victorian Velvet Distress Oxide, and I'm just going to use my little sponge, and I am just going to give it some color. This is like tricky because if I get too much color, I tend to get those circles because I'm still learning. I'm not super big on like mixed media and stuff like that, but I just kind of want to give the page some blush. Exactly, some blush. You know how when we put on makeup, we just kind of give ourselves a little blush. I think that is good enough. So I just did that with this Distress Oxide, and now I could add a piece of paper to bring in the color, but this page is usually not as focal. It's not the focal point like this one. So I just wanted to give it a little bit of of color. And I like this little journal, it's so cute. Okay, and then the butterfly here flying around. All right, well, I think this is where we'll call it a day. Sometimes I tend to add a little bit more once I've seen it for a couple of days. Sometimes I just leave it as is, but I just kind of wanted to show you the process and just how I think through how I'm laying my things and doing little clusters, and how, you know, I start out putting my date because that will then tell me how much more space I have. And I wanted to show you how easily you can fill up a space with just putting some scrapbook paper, which is really a really neat idea. I may add some scrapbook paper down here. Something, I think maybe it could use a little bit of washi or something that will just give it a little oomph. But usually I don't do much, as you can see here. Sometimes I leave it really basic. Okay friends, I think we have gotten to the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you got some ideas to use in your journals. And please, as always, leave me a like if you like the video, and if you could share it, that would be wonderful as well. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like doing cover pages for your journals, or how are you preparing March in your journals. Let me know in the comments so that we can talk about that. All right, friends, I'll see you in the next one.